Hello, I'm Ryan Wrobel. I'm the managing partner of Wrobel Company, LLP, attorneys at law, based in Belize City, but we work countrywide. And happy to report from Panama now, and I'm here with Mr. Lief Simon of Live and Invest Overseas. I do appreciate the invite to come down here and
Most
meet
welcome,
with your group.
as always, yeah.
Thanks, Lief. Lief, we've known each other for well over a decade. I know about you, I know about your business, but I think some of our viewers out there may not. Would you mind telling us a little bit about you and your business?
Sure, so Live and Invest Overseas is, the name says it all. We were lucky to get the URL. Live, retire is a big part of the living part for many of our readers, and invest. And on the investment side, we generally focus on real estate, but at this particular event, offshore wealth, we have, we have the gold people and the crypto people and the financial people as well. And so our goal is to educate and inform through experience, right? At this point, information's free on the internet, and AI is trying to tell you everything, but all AI is doing is taking from my website to tell you something and probably not telling you in the right way.
I agree.
So, the personal experience and judgment. And that's why the people are here. They want to hear you with your experience and judgment about Belize. They don't want to read about it on the internet, because what you read on the internet may or may not be true still.
Very true.
It's always on the internet.
Sage words there. How long has Live and Invest Overseas been around, the business itself?
As a business, we launched it in 2008, but Kathy and I were working for a similar company before that for many years, and she worked, so long story short, Kathy's been doing this for 40 plus years.
Oh wow, very impressive.
I've only been doing it for 25 plus years.
Well, I appreciate you sharing that with us. Certainly we know each other because of Belize, and you've asked me over the years to speak at the conferences that you have in Belize, and I appreciate that. Met a lot of great people and a lot of great clients over the years at the Live and Invest Overseas conferences. I'd like to ask you your feelings about Belize. I mean, when people are asking you, when you're speaking about the country, what advice, what things do you have to say about Belize?
So, well, a few specific things always jump out of Belize. It's English speaking, which is helpful for especially for retirees that aren't up for, they don't think they're up for learning another language. It's easy to get to from the U.S., which is another thing. The grandkids come into play, right?
Sure.
And we've known a lot of people have moved back from other countries to the U.S. when the grandkids are born. But in Belize, again, it's a short hop and growing interconnection with the U.S. And then really the one big thing about Belize is you get a Caribbean lifestyle without the Caribbean price. So
it's true.
There are some other affordable places in the Caribbean, but really if you want to be in the Caribbean, you don't have to pay those Cayman prices, basically, if you're in Belize.
I agree. Thanks for sharing that as well. Well, we are in Panama, and Panama is obviously a very popular destination for retirees, for people that are investing or moving abroad, living and investing overseas. How do you see Belize as compared or contrasted with Panama?
So, well, Belize is definitely still a developing country, if you will.
Absolutely.
Panama's farther along the curve, and just looking around Panama City, everybody at the conference is saying, "Oh, it's just like Miami." Yes, we've been saying that for 20 years. But,
Absolutely.
Panama definitely has more infrastructure, more people, right? Belize is also just a small population country, and so the nice thing about Belize is tranquilo.
Yes,
the whole country is calm, and you can just hang out. Panama City, the traffic is hectic, and if you get outside of the city, you can have some calm in the countryside as well, but you lose the infrastructure for that. But we used to call Panama a halfway house for expats, because there is a fair amount of English spoken in the city, growing amount of English spoken in the interior these days, and it's an easy transition because there's lots of U.S. products here because the Americans were here so long.
Seen that, yes.
So you don't have to give up. I didn't have to give up my A1 sauce coming to Panama. I can get that in a local grocery store.
A different place, a great place. I'm enjoying myself here in Panama. But of course I'm biased. Belize is home, and we love Belize. I appreciate your time speaking to us here, and I appreciate the invite once again. I don't know if there's anything else you'd like to say about Belize, about Live and Invest, or Panama, but...
again, the difference between Belize and Panama is less important for what I just said, more important to the individual.
Absolutely.
Right? So, a lot of people want to be able to go snorkeling and scuba diving outside their front door. You can do that in Belize.
Absolutely.
There's some places you can do that in Panama. Some people want to raise their own food and be fully independent from the system, whatever that means to
Off-grid
them.
or what have you.
Off-grid, exactly, and you can do that easier in Belize, I think, than you can do it. Than you can do it in
That makes a
Panama.
lot of sense.
Yeah.
But it's all about the individual, case by case.
Exactly.
basis,
So whatever you want, it's out there. And one thing we tell people, you don't have to choose just one. You can split your time between different countries.
I enjoyed your presentation on that earlier. The fact that, that's something I didn't think about too much, but after your presentation really opened my eyes. I mean, move with the seasons, almost kind of snowbirding to a certain degree, a little bit different, but
exactly,
related.
especially if you're of retirement age. But even even you can work remotely. You could probably come to Panama for a couple months a year and hang out.
I think so. It's a good idea.
And still enjoy yourself, or vice versa, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Lief, thank you very much for speaking with me.
Happy to.
Thank you very much for the invite, and really enjoyed myself.
Want to find out more information about how you can start your life in beautiful Belize? Then email us at info@lawbelize.bz.